Hi, everybody. It's Mike, part-time reselling in the Pittsburgh area, and time for What Sold This Week for April 2nd, 2024. The answer is not very much. Got a couple of other things to talk about, too, about selling broken electronics. And I got a VeRO, is that how you say it? A rights violation on one of my listings, and eBay said, yeah, you can't do that. And they delisted it, and I got a nasty email said don't do that anymore. We'll talk about that because I'm not really sure what I did wrong. First of all, let's get to the selling part. Notes are over here for a bunch of stuff, so I'll be looking over here a bunch of times. These are the things that sold. Doesn't mean that everything I buy magically resells for tons of money like some other videos might lead you to believe. Right now, I got about 96 things listed on eBay. So that's 96 things that were given to me or that I bought that have not sold. So I've made zero profit. Stick around till the end. I will show you the profit after the fees and the shipping and all that. And you can check out the description below for the link to my eBay stuff. All right, actually going to do this out of order because I want to talk about electronics, and it doesn't matter because you don't know what order they sold anyway. My girlfriend, she saw this pegboard in a local online auction, and she just wanted the dustpans there in the lower corner there on the right. So she bid, and she got it for $1. She got everything on the pegboard for $1. And once she got it home, I was looking through this stuff and said, yeah, I might be able to sell some of this. I mentioned all this in last week's video because she did sell something last week, and she sold something this week. Another bag of vacuum cleaner belts, the Rug Doctor Belt B20. After figuring out what was in there that we could sell versus what she paid for it, it came down to a cost of 13 cents. It sold for $7.35. Free shipping on it, so her profit was $1.40. All right, now electronics, this TX 500 CD player, reverse cassette deck recorder player. Got this a long time ago and had issues with it. It wouldn't work right. I tried to fix it, I think, at one point, and sometimes the CD player worked fine, but sometimes the cassette, it would work fine, but other times the cassette got stuck and it wouldn't fast forward, it wouldn't play, it wouldn't rewind, and then it would fast forward, but I gave up on trying to fix it. I think the problem is it's a reverse cassette deck, so you hit the button, so it's playing one way, and you hit the reverse and it starts playing the other way. So there's the little playhead, I think, it spins around, and that's how it reverses. And I think there's something wrong with it spinning around because I think it starts and it gets stuck somehow, and that's how the cassette gets stuck. And of course, it's an older piece of electronics, and with cassette decks, they use belts, and sometimes the belts start to go bad or do go bad, or they stretch out. So it could be a combination of things, but I gave up on it. So the cost was $15. It sold for $43.65. And yes, I listed all the issues in the listing because you want to be honest in your listings, especially if you know it doesn't work. Profit there was $28.96. So quickly, selling electronics that don't work. I like selling electronics. I feel comfortable working with them and testing them. Shipping is sometimes a hassle because you got to find a box big enough, and then it costs a lot to ship it because some of these are pretty heavy, and obviously the buyer is going to factor in what they're paying for shipping as far as their overall what they're going to pay you for the item. So it does get a little tricky sometimes, but if you get electronics for like really cheap, and even if this ends up not working, you can still sell it because a lot of people like to try to fix the electronics. I wish I could do it. I don't have the skills. I watch a bunch of fix-it videos on YouTube, and I think it's really neat, but I just don't have the skills, and I really don't have the space either for it right now. So anyway, don't get discouraged if you buy electronics. Cincinnati Picker, one of the favorite people I like to watch, he said in a recent video, he thinks he runs about 50%. Half the time the thing works all the way through correctly, and half the time it doesn't. But so yeah, but anyway, even if it doesn't work, you can still try to sell it. Okay, the totals, yeah, just 2 things sold this week. The cost was $15.13. They sold for a total of $51, and my profit and my girlfriend's profit after the fees and the shipping, $30.36. So I had mentioned before that some things going on, so I haven't been listing a lot. I did go through a whole bunch of electronics I got laying around because I kind of got lazy with them because they're kind of a pain because you got to test them, and like I said, you got to find a box. But I started picking up on that, so I have to go through the electronics and get some boxes. So hopefully that'll get some things triggered and some sales will go up. Now this VeRO email I got from eBay. I'll put up the main body of the email here so you can see what's going on. Obviously, you can pause the video if you want to read it. It had to do with the HP ink cartridges that I just got this past Friday and posted maybe Saturday, I think. Maybe Friday night, but probably Saturday. And then I got this email today or yesterday. I don't know. The days are running together. But anyway, so eBay sent this, and it doesn't really say exactly what the problem is. Now, I have seen before where sometimes if you use a picture that's not yours and things like that, then you can get in trouble for that, and somebody will say, no, that's my picture, not yours, take it down. This says nothing about pictures, just says there's reported for violating their intellectual property rights. I don't know what that means. Now here is the ink cartridge. I'm thinking that maybe it's because it says not for sale or resale. I don't think that's an issue though, but that's the only thing I could think of. Yes, there are people that are still listing them. You see here, there's a couple and they are selling them. Here's a couple that sold. So I don't know exactly what is wrong with mine. If you have any idea, let me know. It's not like I'm trying to sell a knockoff HP as an actual HP cartridge. It's an HP cartridge. I'm using my own pictures. They have a email address in the email that I could contact HP to find out exactly what was wrong. I don't know if I'm going to go through that because this was given to me at an estate sale. Didn't have a price. I asked the guy. He's like, just take it. So I don't know, really worth my time to go through it and try to figure out exactly what was wrong. Maybe you know, and maybe you can help me out and put that down in the comments below. And if anything has ever happened like this to you, put that in there because I'd be curious as well. All right, so that's it. I appreciate you watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.